Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, we're in the beautiful city of Denver, Colorado. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on DA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, Porter is out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point guard. Zubac, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Back to Murray. Barton trying to get open. Murray, no good.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Uncovered. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here is Porter after the Clippers pick up 2. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Murray. Barton trying to get open. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. Jackson gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Barton following the score by Reggie Jackson. Stolen by George. Doesn't go for him. Gordon with the defensive effort.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Patterson is checked in for Zubac. Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. The Clippers also making some changes. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. The Nuggets trail. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Millsap. Back to Murray. Millsap kicks to Gordon. 4 on the clock. Good work there as it goes.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
On the wing, Gordon. Passes it to Jokic. Yep, it counts.
A focal point of this offense. Jokic is comfortable handling the bulk of the scoring load on this team.
Here's Rondo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic. And it's JaMychal Green in for Paul Millsap. That one goes. Count it.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him, and he banks in the layup. Murray's got 6 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Rondo. That shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Stolen. Up the floor. Here's Patterson. Gordon with the defensive effort.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Rondo scanning the floor. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 1. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got Porter. JaVale McGee is out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Will Barton. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Jackson passes to Zubac, and he uses the glass on the layup. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
The pass to Barton. Outside Porter. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And here are the Clippers now. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Picked his pocket. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Campazzo. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. It's Jackson with the drive. Pass to man. Down low. Here's Zubac. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got the lead up to 3 now for Denver.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Dishes it to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Barton finds Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Rondo against Murray. Here's Patterson, and that one drops for him. Patterson's got his second basket of the night.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Rondo against Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Free throw good, Murray. And the Nuggets making a change here.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Millsap. Passes it to Dozier. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Rondo. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 7 points for Rajon Rondo.
Rondo is a pro in transition. He can flat out get it done.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Campazzo up and in on the layup.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Clippers trail by 5. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. George looking around.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Got it off in time. And no good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He had 14 points and 1 assist. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. Porter kicks to Barton. 5 on the clock. Leonard with the steal. Jackson, and it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barton dishes to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Barton outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Zubac trying to break loose. And the dunk by Jackson.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
Murray outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Mann's checked in.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Out to Morris. Inside, Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Clippers trail by 7. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Murray with it. He's got 16. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Mann passes to Zubac. Out to Morris. Back to Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic. It's his first trip to the line.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for George.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. 6 to shoot. Feeds to Millsap. And stolen by Patterson. Morris inside, guarded by Porter. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Millsap slams it in.
Love the commitment from Murray on defense. Moving his arms all around to come up with these steals.
Los Angeles calls timeout without question. Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Kennard on the wing. There's the pass to Coffey. Out to Morris. To the middle. Stolen by McGee. Pass to Dozier. That one's not going to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And the basket by Oturu. Oturu's got his first points in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here is McGee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pushing it up. A putback, and it's put back up and in by Rondo.
Rondo is a clever player, recognizing how to track down second chance opportunities.
Knocked loose. Now the Clippers moving it up for the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
To the wing on the left. Pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Rondo against Green. Outside Rondo. And here's Morris for 3. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Stolen by McGee. And we've reached the end of the third. Nuggets lead by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Jokic is out there with Green. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Gordon. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Stolen by Jackson, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Jackson deciding where to go with it. He feeds it to Patterson, and it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with... Oh, okay. Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Barton, pass to Jokic. In the corner, Bull with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to Murray. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. George against Barton. Sweet move, and it's George finishing it off.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well-versed in finishing above the rim.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jokic passes to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got 4 this quarter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Here's Jackson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And now the fast break. George with the ball to take the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. That one falls. Murray's got 20 points.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. The Nuggets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Murray outside. Barton outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Denver with the rebound. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
He gets the first, and that ties the game up. Bull, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
And George, here we go. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
When they go to the intentional foul, he drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Outside, George. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Barton with some nice D. Denver leading by 3. And Jokic slams it in.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Shoots from the block. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Important time in the game in terms of momentum. You see Reggie willing to put the team on his back.
Now Murray. Barton in the corner. Pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. From deep, George. Jokic grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Murray. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
It's good from beyond the arc.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that Dallas's Luka Doncic has captured.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nuggets, they've got Michael Porter. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Green, and it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Porzingis. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Here's Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And so here is Dallas after the Nuggets pick up 2. And stolen by Barton. Murray with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Murray kicks to Barton. Murray against Richardson, and it's Murray that time on the assist by Barton.
Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Back to Doncic. The pass to Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Murray. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. The kick out to Porter. Shot clock at 5. And Jokic gets it to go.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
And so here is Dallas, trailing by 4. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, Porzingis read that extremely well. He recognized right away he was going to get that shot.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Passes it to Jokic over Cauley Stein. Murray outside. Back to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
The shot by Powell, no good. Denver in the lead. Outside Gordon. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Redick. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that one falls for Kleber. He's perfect from the line this time.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Gordon. Down low. Here's Bull. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Back to Brunson. He feeds it to Powell. Outside for Redick. Back to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Finney-Smith. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Both free throws good from McGee. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Brunson finds Kleba. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The shot by Powell, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Gordon inside. The shot's good from McGee.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Denver on top. They lead by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for the Mavericks, J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Redick passes to Powell. In the corner, it's Kleba. Redick dishes to Powell. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Yeah, and a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Kleba kicks to Brunson. No good from outside. The Nuggets leading by 8. Here's Murray. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
It's Redick on the wing. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the inside. Jokic with the steal. Barton finds Jokic. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Right wing. Back to Brunson. Redick surveying the D. There's the dish to Powell. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, of course we can talk about J.J. shooting the ball, and he definitely does that off the screen, but he looks for teammates too.
Jokic passes to Porter. Denver passing it around. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got the lead up to 12 now for Denver. to the left side wing. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Brunson. The shot off that time. Murray with the defensive effort. And Maxi Kleba is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Come to me, come to me.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. It's Barton on the wing. Pass to Jokic. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 12. Doncic outside. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Bol comes in for Green. Paul Millsap's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Clark in for Will Barton. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And there's the feed to Cauley Stein. Shoots over McGee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You can't be too physical with Cauley Stein. He never backs down from the contact.
Cauley Stein hits them both. 1:06 left here in the second. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Clark right side. Back to McGee. He kicks it to Bol. Over Porzingis. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Inside, here's Richardson. Out to Hardaway. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets leading by 10. Here's Bol. It's rebounded by Porzingis. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Richardson. And it goes down 2 points.
Just a tiny bit of room there for Josh Richardson. And once the screen gives him that, it's golden.
Outside Gordon. He dishes it to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Nuggets lead by 10. And now, all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds. And that'll...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Porter is out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in its center. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, maybe the length coming into play this time for Cauley Stein is he's up and over the top of everyone.
Here's Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Jokic inside. Cauley Stein defending. That's good from Porter on the assist by Jokic. Porter's got the lead up to 14 now for Denver. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Doncic looking it over. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Denver leading by 12. Murray outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. Here's Porter. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Porter's got 6.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Mavericks also with a sub. Richardson, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. McGee with the block. And they'll keep possession. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets leading by 14. Outside Millsap. Outside Gordon. 1:25 left in the third. Clark left side. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot goes down. Clark's got his first bucket in this one.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Redick. Gordon, the pass to McGee. To the paint. Here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. It's Richardson on the wing. And there's the pass to Brunson. Hardaway from outside. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Got a hand on it. Gordon against Porzingis. Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, down low.
Well, the D can't give Richardson that kind of lane to the basket. He will jump all over any available space.
You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And finished off by Porter.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Back to Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Feeds it to Cauley Stein. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
I just think he was completely focused there of making his way through contact to score the ball.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Martin comes in for Clark. The Nuggets leading by 15. Passes it to Barton. Jokic kicks to Barton. Outside Porter. Green passes to Murray. From outside, off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Dallas moving the ball around. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Cauley Stein. 4 on the shot clock. At the tip, Porzingis on the follow.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Murray against Doncic. Murray kicks to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Shot left block. Bank shot. No good. Mavericks trail by 13. Porzingis passes to Doncic. To the right side. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Bol, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. And here's Doncic from the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets leading by 13. Murray outside. Barton finds Porter. Now Murray. And the pass to Barton. From the arc. And it's Jokic missing. Mavericks trail by 13. Back to Porzingis. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Doncic. Passes to Finney-Smith. Over in the corner, Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
To end the cold streak. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nuggets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Outside, Porzingis. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Fires the three. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And here is Murray. It's rebounded by Doncic. Here's Cauley Stein. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Bull in at the 5, roaming the paint. Just 4 to shoot. And Jokic slams it in.
incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's McCollum. Outside Covington. He dishes it to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Count the basket.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Murray against Lillard. Nurkic with the block. Lillard up top. Kicks it out to Covington. Over to the wing. Fires the three. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Misses the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Covington sends it back. Barton against Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. No good on the triple. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Porter, and he uses the glass on the layup.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots over Barton. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Lillard. Pass to Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard from outside. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 5 points so far. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. The pass to Simons. It's tipped. McCollum against Murray. McCollum passes to Cantor. It's Powell on the wing. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. McCollum, no good. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Count it. Porter's got his second bucket.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Porter finds Jokic. And that one drops.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside Anthony. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to McCollum. And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Millsap's running. The kick out to Porter. Goes up again. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Barton. Rebounded by McCollum.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
From downtown, here's Cantor. Can't connect from short range. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Murray. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team succeed.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Here are the five. Portland has to start the second quarter. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. Jones dishes to Kanter. Back to Jones. Offensive rebound.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Kanter gets a lot of his points this way.
Denver leading by 5. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Gordon, the pass to Millsap. Six on the shot clock. Back to Gordon. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket. And we just got the word. Coach's challenge is being utilized here on the basket interference call.
And basket interference is another one of the types of calls that can be really difficult to make. Up by the basket, oftentimes bodies and arms flying everywhere during some tip ball or attempted block or tip-in situations. These are tough to get right.
And compared to some of the more easy ones to review, like shot clock and game clock, or whether a shot was a 2 or 3-pointer, Greg, these basket interference calls, kind of tricky to deal with. And we've got the news here. The basket interference call is going to be overturned, guys, so that's good use of the coach's challenge there.
Well, no doubt. I mean, sometimes an incredibly difficult play to call in real time, but hey, this is why the NBA has brought in these new stipulations.
Here's Gordon. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And they double up Gordon. Shoots over Lillard. It's good. Gordon's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Anthony against Millsap. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Count it. Good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Down low. Nobody near Lillard. No good with the triple. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And Gordon drops them both. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Goal, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bo does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Pass to Jones. Now Lillard. Beyond the arc. Millsap grabs the miss. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And it's Gordon with the finish.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 11. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter. 1:09 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Murray. Pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
To the left wing, Lillard from outside gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Murray against Lillard. Murray the pass to Gordon, and they double up Gordon, and stolen by Lillard. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Now Porter. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Murray, no good. And here they come. Covington kicks to Nurkic. That's a 2 from Lillard. No good off the front iron. It could go. The shot comes out. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. Denver had no problems getting going. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. And their lead was 7 when they... And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
We've got Murray. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. McCollum, no good. Denver in the lead. Barton passes to Jokic. Feeds to Bol. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Bol's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCollum passes to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Knocks down the 10-footer. He's got 6.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. Outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
Inside, here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Yeah, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. There's the pass to Covington. Back to McCollum. Here's Little. McCollum outside for the 3. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Here's Murray. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Here's McCollum. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Second chance shot. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
The 3 from McCollum buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Murray with it. Now guarded by Nurkic.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Simons surveying the D. And here's McCollum for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And now Portland on the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Anthony against Millsap. He kicks it to McGee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland grabs the miss. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession.
You know, if you got game, you got game. And we're starting to see more players come from small schools and go on to become special talents like McCollum. You don't see it too often, but it's definitely starting to happen. It shows you what happens when you put in the work.
Pass to Powell for the lead. Portland with a new 14. And Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Kanter's going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Gordon dishes to Millsap. On pass to Gordon. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Lillard from outside. Rebounded by McGee. For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Passes it to Pop. Shoots. That shot misses. And it's Denver the other way. 27 seconds left in the third. The drive by Gordon. And he gets the whistle. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lillard against Barton. Fires for 3. They get it back.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Denver on top. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Pass to Cantor. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Powell, the pass to Lillard. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, there's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
Now the pass to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Murray kicks the ball. Back to Murray, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
So for the Trailblazers, McCollum comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Lillard. McCollum, and again, it's Portland converting.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
Murray surveying the D. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. Jokic.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to Simons. Dishes it to Cantor. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Simons, the pass to Cantor, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer range.
Passes it to Murray. Now here's Barton. Jokic trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Barton. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Cantor, high post, doubled by Murray. Jones, no one around him. And it's off from 3-point range. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Jokic against Anthony. Pass to Simon. To the inside. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Enes Kanter.
I don't think pressure bothers Cantor that much. He remains calm and collected in the game's biggest moment.
The pass to Jokic on D. Rebound by Anthony.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. To the middle. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Will Barton.
You're dealing with a lot when you're guarding Cantor. Big frame, good moves, good feet, good finishing. He doesn't mind the physical battle.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Well, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. A 2-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Nurkic checked in for Portland. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. doing everything he can to rally his team.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Powell against Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Martin passes to Murray. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots.
Good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch. Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Nurkic, it drops.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic's ultimate slamming misses in.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jokic. Launches a three. Can't get the three to fall. Now, here's Nurkic. Kicks it to Lillard. For three. No good there. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotion. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there at Bull. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Pass to Bull. Down low. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style? When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Down the clock. Porter, no luck. Leonard with the ball. Now Bull defending. A shot by Batum, no good. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym. so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Good on the bucket.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Zubats. Back to Jackson. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to George. Fires at the elbow. Jokic grabs the miss.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Porter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And here we go, Rondo heading to the hoop.
How about the energy? Just relentless here. Rondo excellent at just gliding down the floor and finishing in style.
Campazzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And so he makes both from the line. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside Rondo. In the corner, it's Morris. Patterson inside. Millsap's there. Patterson can't get it to go. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Porter, and it's blocked. And he gets it back. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Porter's got 6. Outside Rondo. To the paint. Out to Morris. There's the triple. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And it's Green missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And stolen by Barton. Here's Millsap. That shot is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Patterson. Cast a man. Back to Patterson. Makes it off the glass.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Nuggets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Campazzo. Yes, that goes in.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Morris. Over Green. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it...
this game,
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there, and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Mann in at the 2-guard spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Clippers with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Outside for Rondo. Back to Patterson. It's deflected. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Najee's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Mark against Rondo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rondo's got 6.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Here's Clark. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Outside Rondo. Morris outside. Jacks up a 3. Millsap grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Najee, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Rondo. He has 6. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Najee. Here's McGee. Lays it up off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Green inside. Here's Najee. He's covered by Rondo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post. Possesses great touch and great length.
Now here's Murray. That's tipped. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. Jackson kicks to George. Shoots from 12. Again, Los Angeles.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. To the inside. Here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
George against Barton. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Barton, no luck.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Barton passes to Porter. Inside, here's Jokic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jokic has got his first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Porter is out there with Jokic. Then there's Bull. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the 1. Jackson kicks to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Batum's got the first field goal of the second half for Los Angeles. Murray surveying the D. Jokic trying to free himself up. No good on the 3. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Denver in the lead. Here's Murray. George with the defensive effort. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Paul George on the line. That one on Porter. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Well, I don't know that when he was selected 10th overall back in 2010, that the casual fan understood that Paul George would become one of the most effective two-way players in the NBA, but he's done just that.
Jokic on the follow.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
George against Barton. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
There's the pass to Bull. On the wing, Porter. Paul George with the steal. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by George. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Clark outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting. 90% from the line.
And so Clark nails both of them. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Rondo against Clark. Feeds it to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Well, a convincing finish by Patrick Patterson, giving us a demonstration of the kind of power he has at his disposal.
Clark outside. And it's sent back by Morris. They retain possession. Here's Rondo. He's got 8. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. The feed to Patterson. No good on that one. And Denver the other way now. And the shot is good.
Appreciate the hustle from Millsap there. Leaking out well and getting to the right spot.
On the wing, George. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Count it. George has got 7 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Clark, the pass to Green. Just 5 to shoot. George with the defensive effort. The Clippers trail. Outside Leonard. The finish. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Millsap after the Clippers pick up 2. It's rebounded by Leonard. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Stolen by McGee. Here's Millsap. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the shot goes in. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
And good that time. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And the call on the and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Clippers lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Paul George. Batuma's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And Murray is so skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting to the charity stripe.
Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And so Murray nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
George with the ball. Now Bol defending. Here's Zubac. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Murray against George. And the rejection by Zubac. Right side Leonard. George trying to break free. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Jokic.
There's a reason this guy has won multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. How much pressure can he guard with? My goodness.
Jackson dishes to Batum. Passes it to Zubac. Back to George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Will Barton. That free throw good from George. And George drops them both. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Now Murray. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Here's Murray up on top, defended by George. They double him with George. Shot clock at 6. Jokic kicks to Porter with the fadeaway. The Nuggets with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 7. Right side George. Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Murray for 3. Here's Barton, and he banks in the layup. Barton's got his first 2 points.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson passes to Zubac. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Bull. Good on the shot.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
And stolen by Barton. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. All going up court. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
George passes to Zubac. Back to George. Off target from 3-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That one good for 2. Now it's just a 3-point Clipper lead.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. George with the ball. Now Bull defending. The putback, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray kicks to Barton. It's tipped. Jokic against Batum. From deep 3-point range, Jokic, no good.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
And a deep 3 from George. The offensive rebound. Takes a 3. And it's George again missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Bull. Off target with his 3. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Got that one up quick. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Jokic kicks to Bull. A second chance effort. Jokic passes to Bull. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for great. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then there's Bull. And it's Barton in at the 2 guard. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at small forward. Now here's Murray. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
Boy, you look at Porzingis, this guy is very skilled, and you give him those kind of looks, he'll cash in all day long.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Jokic finds Barton. Murray with it. Out left to the wing. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Connects on the 9-footer.
Jokic is really good in these pick and pop situations. He loves them, and he executes them very well.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch. One of the things Murray does well is shoot the mid-range shot. He's actually deadly from there. Can't give him that kind of room.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
The Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Now here's Murray. 6 to shoot. Jokic finds Porter. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Now the Mavericks with it. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Kleber. Back to Richardson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, Bol with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. Now here's Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Powell. Misses off the right iron. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Denver. .144 left here in the opening quarter. Green draws the double. Najee passes to McGee. Clock at 4. Najee, no good. The Mavericks trailing. On the wing, Hardaway. It's Redick on the wing. He's covered by Clark. Powell dishes to Redick. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Green draws the double. To the middle. Here's McGee. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
Now here's Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Runs in the pass to Powell. Knocks it loose. Here's Najee. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Brunson after the Nuggets pick up 2. Now Green to the paint. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. What a jam!
Are you kidding me? I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Doncic, and it's Powell in at the 4. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Richardson in for Jalen Brunson.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Once Porzingis gets some momentum, just get out of the way.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic passes to Barton. Back to Jokic. That one drops for him. 6 points for Jokic.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Richardson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, that's a smart play from Richardson there. His teammates love how hard he works to create opportunities for him.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking. And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. Murray, no good. Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Kleber. And here's Porzingis. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Denver leading by 8. Murray outside. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Murray with the jam.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. And now they decide to foul intentionally. They're great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
And so here is Dallas after the Nuggets pick up 2. 1:03 left in the first half of basketball. He can't get that one, and it's Dallas the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Green, the pass to Najee. Green kicks to Clark. Down low, and the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Kleber finds Brunson. Back to Kleber. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Just his first attempt. Powell trying to free himself up. Kleber, no good. Millsap passes it. Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness. Millsap doing a nice job there reading the defense and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
And so it's Denver up by a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They are leading by 12. And big fella and that'll...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Michael Porter. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point. And so here's Denver.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
On the wing, Porter. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic with the steal. The fader. Richardson dishes to Cauley-Stein. Doesn't go for him. Barton with some nice D. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. 7-point differential.
You can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. And Cauley-Stein has it in the corner. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Richardson kicks to Doncic. From deep. Dallas, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one's good by Porter.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Pass to Doncic. Back to Redick. Dallas moving the ball around. And another fast break opportunity for Denver. Here we go. Got a piece of it. They recover it. The kick out to Porter. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Doncic leading the charge.
Outstanding play by Doncic to come up with that steal. His impact, his fingerprints, as a matter of fact, on every part of this game.
Now here's Murray. He's got 12. Here's Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in. Jokic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Redick passes to Cauley-Stein. And stolen by Barton. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, at this point of his career, Richardson knows his role, understands it, embraces it. He's a 3-and-D guy who gives you great effort at both ends of the court.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley Stein. Hardaway's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now, here's Clark. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the inside, Powell with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Haji, good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's Brunson. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Brunson. 5 to shoot. It's tipped.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
For Denver, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Josh Richardson. Mavericks trail by 13. Pass to Powell. Back to Hardaway. A floater, and he sinks the layup.
Far from just a perimeter threat now, Tim Hardaway Jr. is also capable of converting inside.
Here's Millsap, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played as an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
We've got Jalen Brunson. Maxi Kleber is out there with Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Murray trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Brunson against Murray. Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Back to Powell. Here's Kleber. Tipped away, but they'll get another chance. Tries again. Hardaway, no good. The Nuggets leading by 13. To the paint. Here we go, one-on-one. And there's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Denver has possession here in the 4th quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. It's deflected. Here's Hardaway. Now the pass to Porzingis. Dallas again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Barton kicks to Murray. Pass to Bull. Over Porzingis. Here's Murray. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Jokic, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Doncic against Barton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dallas. The Nuggets leading by 13. Murray outside. Passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Dallas now running out of time. Doncic outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Jokic passes to Porter. Kicks it to Murray. Down low. Here's Jokic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Just 4 to shoot. And again, Denver no good. Mavericks trailed by 13. Richardson with it. Outguarded by Murray. The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Doncic against Murray. 1:25 left in the fourth. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The kick out to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And that one's good. Jokic.
Showing off that nice mid-range jumper. Jokic knows he has the green light to take these shots.
For three, Richardson unable to get that one. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Denver.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Jokic.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
It's good on the putback.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Bull. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Mavericks now, trailing by 17. Offensive rebound.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Now, here's Bull. Outside, Porter puts up a three. Three-pointer off the mark. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Bull. And it's Porter at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Murray. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here's Lillard. Inside, Nurkic. No good with the layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And it's Jokic missing.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And they pick up 2. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These 2 teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's Lillard following the score by Jamal Murray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Murray against McCollum. Pass to Porter. From deep. Rebounded by McCollum.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle and stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. The pass to Bull. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. He'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Now, here's Lillard. No one near him. No good on that one.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is, how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And here's Porter after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. The kick out to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. Here's Bull, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Portland.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. And Gordon subbed in for Michael Porter. Barton drives in. That shot no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Cullen passes to Cantor. Knocked away. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Bull with it. He's against Cantor.
That's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Barton against McCollum. Lets it go with the three. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Outside Gordon. Back to Barton. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Back to Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Goal, that's good.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
McCollum outside. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Barton. Millsap, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Kicks it to McCollum. The three. That one, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 8. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to developing his leadership skills.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Portland making a change here. Green against Lillard. 6 to shoot. The drive by Green. Oh, that's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
Shot clock at 3, and Millsap slams it in. Trailblazers trail by 8. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Jones finds Lillard, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 8 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Down low, tries it from 9. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Kanter.
Kanter does a good job of shooting off the catch there, easily getting that shot up thanks to his height.
Banked in off the glass. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And that one's good, Lillard.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Lillard against Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And after some time over in France and the G League, Jermichael Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Lillard with no one around. But they get it back. Pass to Powell. Lillard dishes to Powell. 5 to shoot. Launches it. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Powell inside. He's against Gordon. No problems knocking that one down.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Portland moving the ball around. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
1:21 left in the first half of the game. Got a piece of it. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with it. Now guarded by Porter. Lillard the pass to Jones. Outside Covington. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Lillard again missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
For Denver, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Murray fearless on that drive right there. Not worried at all about the contact.
McCollum outside. No good from outside. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Nuggets on top. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. It was Bol who got hot in the first. He had 10 points, 6. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there with Porter. Then there's Bol. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
They get it back. Pass to Simons. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Lillard's checked in for Anfernee Simons. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
The pass to Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray that time.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Simons is checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Millsap comes in for Jokic. And Gordon subbed in for Porter. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Drills the three-pointer. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
McCollum with the ball, and McGee picks him up defensively. And it's good, 2 points. Nurkic has got his second basket.
You know, Nurkic has such a big, wide body. It's best if he uses it to help free up some guys on the screen.
Here's McGee. Nurkic with the steal. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
And it's Murray penetrating. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
And the basket by McCollum.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Murray kicks to McGee. And no good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. A 2-point game. Passes it to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anfernee Simons.
Yeah, defender a little bit off balance against Lillard, and most defenders are, let's face it, results in a trip to the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And it's Clark in the corner. Back to Green. Shoots over Lillard. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Green.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Lillard left side. Pass to Cantor. Clark against McCollum. From deep three-point range. Denver grabs the miss. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Millsap, here we go. And he's able to get it back. now. Here's Anthony. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. McCollum right side. Lillard the pass to McCollum. Count that bucket. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Here's McGee. Clark. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. They've got Anthony. He's out there with Jones. Damian Lillard out there with Enes Kanter. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Carmelo. It counts, and the foul. That one is on Bull.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Jokic with the bucket.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Lillard, right side, over Murray. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
And a deep three from Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Jones dishes to Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Murray. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
And what a luxury if Murray can play both guard positions. A perfect blend of shrewd passing and some fearless shooting.
And so Murray nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Simons. Canner, high post. And stolen by Murray. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Jokic. And too long on the shot. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And here's McCollum for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Jokic. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Kanter kicks to McCollum. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. McCollum's got 23 points.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Kanter, the pass to Powell. The putback, and it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Porter, here we go. And he banks in the layup.
Well, Will Barton, always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
McCollum against Barton. Anthony in the corner. A 3 from McCollum. Rebound by the Nuggets. Bulls got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Barton kicks to Jokic. No good. Anthony with the defensive effort. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
1:16 left to play here in the fourth. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Anthony. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Trailblazers.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for C.J. McCollum.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And the pass to Jokic. And Bull wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball. Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Powell with the steal. Dishes it to Lillard. From deep 3-point range, off target with that shot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big... All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...